this is Tammy Seawalker, and this video is about Black Lives Matter. Be proud of who you are. The last few weeks have been rather challenging. I created a George Floyd video. I could not release it because it displayed anger and I was so hurt. I just did not want to put that video out. I gave it some time and now I'm going to redo one. I feel a little calmer, but I'm still passionate about what I believe. Before I get started, the purpose of this channel is to often give light, love, and to inspire others. But I feel as a Black woman, I have a platform. A platform can be 2 people, it could be 2,000, it can be 20,000. It is my duty to speak up for my race. It is my duty to speak up for myself. The beautiful thing about YouTube is it's a free platform for us to voice our opinions. You can choose to watch and you can choose to click off. And this is the freedom that we have with social media all across every platform. At this time, I've been really digesting the chain of events that have taken place from May 25th to present date. It's shameful, it's hateful, it's hurtful, it's every foe you could think of that's negative. You know, I grew up on the west side of Chicago. I'm always proud of where I came from, and do not leave a comment talking about crime in Chicago, because I'm not even playing today. I don't even want to hear that type of stuff. I'm proud of where I came from. This is my city. And I had a good childhood. And every time I think about Chicago, I get happy in spite of the problems we have now, which are the problems that are in many major cities. But we get publicized the most. But that's not even what I'm trying to talk about today. However, my parents came from Mobile, Alabama, my dad, and Clarksdale, Mississippi, my mom. And we grew up in a home of love. My parents made sure we went to bed at a certain time. We went to school with clean clothes on and stomachs full of food. And I never missed a meal, and I never wondered what I was going to wear or eat. So my parents did their job. My dad dedicated 30 years to the railroad. 0-degree weather, he was outside. 105-degree weather, he was outside at the railroad. My dad's car was spit on because he worked in a very racist suburb. And he had so much stuff done to him. He told me the stories, and it broke my heart. But as a young girl, I did not understand the vile hate. I did not understand racism. And I'll never forget one time, my sister and I and my mother, we were at a movie theater in Berwyn, which is another racist suburb in Illinois. Black people live there now, but this is what happened in the 70s. And we were at the movie theater, and it was a white family, and they backed up from us. And I heard the mother say, "Don't stand too close to them." I'm a 7-year-old little girl. I didn't know what was going on. I said, "Mom, why did they get away from us?" She said, "It's because we're Black." It really didn't even register because I'm a Virgo. Virgos are those little sweetie pies. We think the world is beautiful. Everything's rainbows and unicorns. We're going to dash into a bunch of lilies and have a beautiful day. Sometimes we don't understand hate. And I truly didn't understand racism as a 7-year-old. All I'm trying to say is, if you are one of those people that have been racist against anybody of any color, you can use this time to educate yourself. At the end of the day, we come through our mother's womb. At the end of the day, we're going out of here in a casket or in an urn or however you choose to have your burial done, or whoever chooses it for you. Nobody's above nobody because of the color of our skin. It's sick, it's sad, and it's a sad time to be an American. You want to be proud. And I'm in Walmart a few weeks ago, and I see we're free and these red and white and blue shirts. I can't wear that on the 4th of July because that's not how I feel. And I really feel sad and I feel disappointed. But what I don't feel is ashamed, because my parents raised a dignified woman, and they made sure I worked and went to school, and I have made my late parents quite proud. I'm no saint, I'm no angel, but I pay my taxes every year. I volunteer for American Cancer Society. I try to help my clients get through depression and anxiety. And yes, my clients are every race you can think of: male, female, white, black, Puerto Rican, Asian, it don't matter. I done had clients from every spectrum. So this is a time where we need to do better. Other countries are looking at us and they're scoffing and they're laughing because they can't believe how hateful we are towards each other. Let's use this time during this COVID-19 that should have elevated our minds to levels we have never been at. Let's use this time to become better, to show love and kindness to each other. Try to understand other races except your own. And let's just stop being so hateful to each other. We're not going to move forward in America as long as we have this divisiveness. And it's time for us to unite. If we can remember back to 9/11, we were forced to unite because honestly, you didn't know who was who and you didn't know who had to help you. Do you think in New York when the terrorists were there and they, destroyed the buildings, do you think they were worried about who was going to save each other? You could have been a polka dot person. If you had to pull somebody from their rubbish, they didn't care about the color of your skin. When we're in a situation where we all have to unite and help each other, we're going to learn a very hard way that color don't matter. Let's do better. Let's do better. And for me, I just can't even look at Sandra Bland's picture. I get bad vibes, and I know in my heart they did something to her, and that bothers me when I see her face. And I'm a very emphatic person, and I'm very sensitive. Something is wrong there. And how many Sandra Blands? How many have to die? And even I had a run-in with the police a couple of years ago. It was the 4th of July. And the police said I was, what did he say? Wasn't driving straight. And he assumed I'm a black woman. She's going to be drunk. It's the 4th of July. Now, I did have a drink that night, 3 hours prior. I would never drive drunk. I'm a social worker. I'm going to have a license. Can't afford to have that suspended. I'm almost 50 years old. I don't want to be going around with a DUI. I never had a DUI. So I had a bad experience there. It became very volatile. And my ex-boyfriend became very irate. And I got scared because I'm like, are they going to do something to him? Are they going to do something to me? But thanks be to God, we made it home safely. I was right around the corner from my house. Could have been me. I could have been Sandra Bland. Please, if you are doing these hateful acts and having racial thoughts toward others, let's try to do better. We know more now. Let's do better. I wish I could say I'm encouraging somebody today, but I'm just speaking from the heart. Again, when you have these platforms and you know that these social injustices are affecting you and my nephews and my nieces and my friends' kids and all my relatives, I have a duty to make this video. Let's do better. Thank you for watching. God bless.